Testing, testing, 1, 2.
College Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for our opening prayer? Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for the opportunity for both teams to come here today to play a great game of basketball. I just hope that you keep both teams safe, keep them injury free, to have a great game today to honor you, Lord. Amen. Please remain standing as we honor America with a playing of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Pregame Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the four core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. And now, for the starting lines. First, for the visiting team, the Suns from Johnson University. Back guard, a 5'6" sophomore from Delaware Beach Road, number 0, and 20 12. At center, 5'11" senior from Orlando, Florida, number 1, Janice Chase. At guard, 5'3" freshman from Fort Worth, Texas, number 2, Ariel Phillips. At guard, 5'6" sophomore from Sibley, Florida, number 13, Rachel Watts. At guard, 5'8" freshman from Clearwater, Florida, number 22, Trinity Thomas. The Suns are coached by Andre Ayala, our second year of coaching at Johnson University. And now, the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. At guard, 5'6" sophomore, at forward, 5'9" junior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 1, Trinity Steve. At guard, 5'4" freshman from Slington, Connecticut, number 12, Rachel Castillo. At forward, 5'9", a freshman from Tallahassee, Florida, number 22, Charnel Tucker. At forward, a 5'4" freshman from Sunrise, Florida, number 30, Amanda Esteverne. At forward, a 5'9" junior from Beirut, Lebanon, number 44, Ocean Kala. The Eagles are coached by Judy Allen, 9th year of coaching at Trinity Baptist College. She's assisted by Lisa Lewis, Sarah Lewis, and Juliana Coates. The officials for tonight's game are Melba Boone, Taylor Norris, and Deborah Bowman.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. We are getting ready for some exciting South Region action in the NCCAA Division II. The Eagles are taking on conference rival Johnson University of Florida. The Suns come in with a record of no wins and 12 losses, no wins, 2 losses in the South Region. Trinity Baptist, 0 wins, 8 losses overall, and 0-1 in the South Region. That one came against Bob Jones University Monday night, a 65-53 loss. Eagles played some very good basketball. Bob Jones hit some three-pointers late in the game to pull that one out. And right now, this ball game is underway. And the Eagles win the opening tip-off. Amanda Esterburn, number 30, gives it up over to Oceana Tobic. And a spin move, and our first shot of the game does not go. Darnell Tucker taking that first shot. Meanwhile, the first shot from the Suns is a three, and it is up and over the backboard. And Tawna Spells, who averages 6.7 points per game with the three-point attempt. Both teams looking for win number one on the season and within the South region. Head coach of the Johnson University of Florida Suns, Miss Andrea Ayala, in her second season at the helm. Esterburn is able to maintain possession for the Eagles, and a bullet pass. Trinity Sneed puts the Eagles on the board, and a 2-0 lead for Trinity Baptist College. Sneed averages 9 points per game. She's the leading scorer on the court for the Eagles. Melanie Newton unavailable, averaging 15 points per game. Check that. Sneed is number 2. Tobic number 1. A three-point effort from the corner from Spells. No good. That's Esterburn going up the right side of the court. Finding Sneed across the lane, and Sneed pulls inside. Does not get the jump shot, but a rebound, contact, and a jump ball called. Trinity won the opening tip-off, so the possession arrow is with Johnson. 2-0 in case you're just joining us. Only a minute 11 into the game. 4 10-minute quarters in women's college basketball. Suns women's basketball in only its second season. And a bounce pass inside, and the first basket scored by Rachel Watts, who averages 4.8 points per game, and that ties us up 2-2. Ryan Ongst is on the camera this afternoon. My son Dean unavailable to make it today. He thinks class is more important than the ball game, but he's a senior at UNF trying to graduate, so we understand he's over there on the other side of town. Tobic's pass gets through Tucker and out of bounds, and the Suns will take over. So thank you, Ryan Ongst, who you will get to see on the baseball field, one of the Eagles catchers. Baseball starting right at the end of this month. Only 2 minutes into the game, so pull up a chair. There's a lot of action coming to your way this afternoon, plus the men's game will follow at 4 o'clock. Suns work the ball inside now from the free throw line, and the shot is good from Trinity Thomas, putting Johnson up 4-2. Trinity Thomas averages 4.6 points per game, and we have a whistle at midcourt, and it looks like a reaching in foul will be called against Ariel Phillips. That's the first foul of the game for either team. So the Eagles, with a chance to tie or possibly take the lead with the three, they will inbound on the front court. Johnson's last game was against NAIA Ave Maria University. Sneed takes the shot, and the jumper is good. Sneed has both baskets for the Eagles. Ave Maria won that ball game 82-37. The Suns are shooting 39% from the field. Check that, 29%. They're averaging 39 points per game, allowing 95. Quick pass inside, knocked away by Tobic, and the Eagles with possession. So it's a long pass up the court and knocked out of bounds. Eagles will keep the ball, but credit Jamisi Jones with a very fine defensive play. Suns are 23% from three-point range, 58% from the field. Quick pass inside to Crisatello. Eagles work at the Tobic. That's a two-point shot, and it's a little too strong, but she gets her own rebound off the floor. Crisatello for three. That ball got tipped. Second chance is good. Charnel Tucker with the basket. Her first score of the afternoon. She averages 5.3, and the Eagles lead 6-4. Quick transition up the court. Missed opportunity for Spells, however, but Suns will keep possession with 21 on the shot clock, and a substitution will send Ruby Nieves onto the court. She averages 10.3 points per game. And Rachel Watts will head off. Eagles are averaging 51.5 points per game, allowing 85.6. Nieves with the shot off the front of the rim. Suns keep possession with the rebound off the floor, and a long three-pointer is off the rim. Another nice rebound by Jones. Now from inside the key, the jump shot good from Trinity Thomas, her second basket. And the Suns have tied it up at 6-6. Eagles are 30% from three-point range, 57% at the free throw line. They work the ball up the court without a touch on the floor, but the missed shot is rebounded by Ruby Nieves. And Nieves trying to go 1-on-2 inside the paint, finds help inside, but a whistle for a traveling violation. No shot attempt credited. Tied at 6. Head coach is Andrea Ayala of Johnson University of Florida, assisted by Kajira Young, both of them in their second season. The athletic director is Mr. Elliot Hernandez, who also serves as the sports information director. Phillips with the steal. All the way up the court is Nieves, but she couldn't hold on to the pass, and the Eagles will have another opportunity to regain the lead. They led 6-4. Suns tied it up just a moment ago. That's Tobic going coast to coast and getting the layup. Oceana Tobic, averaging 11.5 points per game, gives the Eagles a 2-point lead. We have our first timeout, 32nd timeout called by the Suns, Coach Andrea Ayala. Eagles are led by head coach Judy Allen in her 6th season. She's assisted by Alicia Lewis in her 3rd season. Juliana Calise in her 2nd season assisting Coach Allen. And Juliana Calise is also the middle school girls basketball coach here at Trinity Christian Academy. They won a big conference game a few nights ago, 21-17 over the Providence School of Jacksonville. Juliana Calise leading the middle school Lady Conquerors. 5:39 left to go in the first quarter, and the Eagles lead 8-6. It will be Johnson's ball following the layup from Oceana Tobic. And we have a violation as the Suns crossed the line, and that will give the ball back to TBC with a chance to extend the current 2-point lead. Some of my TCA students are in attendance here this afternoon. Good to see the youngsters a little bit different light outside of the classroom. Many of them members of the 2021 Class 2A football state champions for Trinity Christian Academy, their 2nd state championship in a row, and 9th overall. 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Suns work the ball back to the top of the arc. Passed inside, stolen by Trinity Sneed, and then a foul. Sneed tried to get the ball to Tobic and was hit from behind. We'll see which Suns player gets the call. Looks like that is going against Christina Jackson, who came in after the timeout. That is her first foul and team foul number 2. Good to see Melanie Newton back onto the court. Thought she would not be available today. She missed that game against Bob Jones, and Melanie Newton, with her 15 points per game, back out there for Coach Judy Allen, the leading scorer for the Eagles. She finds Tobic. Tobic's pass stolen away by Jackson, but in the process, Jackson stepped on the baseline, so that will give the ball back to TBC. Now, she had established possession, so the shot clock will be set back to 30 seconds. Charnel Tucker out. Emma Parrish in. That's Parrish with the ball over at the corner. Playing in just her 3rd game of the season. And a traveling violation called against Sneed. That will turn the ball back over to the Suns. Men's game follows at 4 p.m. We'll stop this feed at the conclusion of the women's matchup and start up a new one for you here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Quick transition all the way up the court, and a great layup by Christina Jackson, blowing by the defense. And we're tied at 8. About 4:40 left to go in the first quarter. A long pass to Parrish for 3. It's good. Emma Parrish with her first basket and her 3rd three-pointer of the season. And we're going to have ourselves a foul called against Emma Parrish. That's also team foul number 1. Emma Parrish sophomore guard from Palm Coast, Florida. The call was on the floor, so the Suns will inbound, trailing by 3 at 11-8. Shout out to my good friend Elliot Hernandez, who is on his way up as the head coach of the men's basketball team for the Suns. Always enjoy when Suns and the Eagles get together and can say hello to Elliot. And that's going to be a foul called against Trinity Sneed, and that will send Amiria Christopher to the line. First personal foul for Sneed, team foul number 1. And 2 free throws for Christopher. At the line this season, Amira Christopher, 5 for 12. Free throw number 1, a little too strong. Christopher missed her first, and she's ready now for number 2. It is in and out, and rebounded by Trinity Sneed. And that ball goes out of bounds, off topic, so it'll be Suns ball. 4:21 left to go in the first quarter. Hey, drop us a comment and let us know you're watching. I enjoy seeing those names pop up on the screen. Traveling violation called against Christopher, and that turnover will give the Eagles back the ball and a chance to extend the current 3-point lead. We have a new gentleman working the on-screen scoreboard this afternoon. Sorry I didn't catch his name, but we're thankful for everyone who can help us out here on TBC Eagles Athletics. And we're going to have ourselves a foul near midcourt. That foul going against Amira Christopher, her first, and team foul number 3. Amanda Estevern will inbound for TBC, and a substitution for the Suns. Rachel Watts back onto the court in place of Christopher. Sabic wide open for 3, a little too short, misses everything and goes out of bounds. Suns now with a chance to pull to within 1 or tie it up with the 3-point play. Ariel Phillips finds Ruby Nieves, and the Suns work the ball back to the top of the arc. Pump fake. Cross to the left side, and the shot no good from Nieves. That was a 3, but they get the ball right back. Ariel Phillips being guarded by Parrish and uses the screen perfectly. However, defense underneath kept the shot from getting up, and this one hit off the foot of Emma Parrish and went out of bounds. Suns have 20 seconds because of the kick violation. So they'll get 20 put back on the shot clock. Substitution will send Trinity Thomas back in, and Christina Jackson heads off. That long pass over the head of Nieves and out of bounds, an unforced error and the turnover, giving the ball back to TBC. Women's basketball is back here on the home court this Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. as the TBC Eagles take on Carver Bible College from Atlanta, Georgia. Carver Bible College, one of the new teams in the NCCAA. They're in the Division I, and they're going to make their way into Jacksonville this coming Saturday afternoon. That ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Eagles basketball. Wasn't sure which way they called. Estevern will inbound for TBC. Melanie Newton with possession. Able to keep that back foot still and find Tobic near midcourt. Tobic being guarded well by Watts. Ball knocked away. Watts is able to pick this one up. Almost lost it. She's able to hit Spells, and Spells will draw the foul. That looks like Melanie Newton will get called for her first. So team foul number 4 on the Eagles. Personal foul number 1 called on Melanie Newton. Chance for the Eagles, or rather the Suns, to tie it with a 3. Traveling violation called against Rachel Watts. No argument from Watts. She acknowledges it, and the Eagles have a chance to extend this 3-point lead. 11-8, 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Newton hustles across the midcourt. Parrish for three. She's hit one, now two. And Parrish makes it a 6-point lead for TBC, 14-8. Emma Parrish looking good from three-point range so far this afternoon. Parrish on the defense, able to get the ball away, get it to Estevan. She has one to beat, to the basket, and will draw the foul. That will be number 1 on Antana Spells and team foul number 4. So both teams are now in the bonus for the rest of the first quarter. And 2 free throws are coming up for Amanda Estevan. She averages 3.9 points per game. At the free throw line, she's done a very good job, 73% on the season, and the first of 2 a little short and off the front of the rim. Eagles are shooting 57% as a team from the line. These are the first attempts for TBC this afternoon. Estevan hits the second one, goes 1 for 2, has her first point, and the Eagles lead 15-8. Spells thought about the three. Now fires it off a little too strong, and a Rice rebound from Melanie Newton. Newton collision on the far side. Ball gets away from Sneed, and 2 Eagles collide. Both are okay, and the Suns work the ball up the right side of the court. But a traveling violation called, and the Eagles will get the ball right back. Mary Christopher tried to make the turn. Took too many steps. And she's going to head off to the sideline. And a new Sun for the afternoon on the court, Bailey Ansbaugh. She's a sophomore guard from St. Cloud High School in St. Cloud, Florida. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Eagles lead 15-8. Pass knocked away, but Estevan's able to regain control. Goes inside, shot no good, and rebounded by Watts. Under a minute 50, long pass up the court. Spells, did a pump fake, tried to get inside, but moved both feet at the same time, and she's called for the traveling violation. Ansbaugh will head off. Christina Jackson now back onto the court for Johnson. Eagles lead by 7. It is 15-8. On-screen scoreboard will be adjusted soon. Sneed turns around, misfires, and a good rebound from Thomas, and a whistle. Trinity Sneed will be called for her second foul. It is team foul number 5. That means 2 free throws for Johnson. Taking the free throws will be Trinity Thomas. She is 7 for 11 so far this season, 64%. And the first of 2 is in and out. Thomas missed her first. Here comes number 2. And it is rebounded by Sneed. Eagles lead by 7. Newton all the way up the court and draws the foul. And Melanie Newton, a terrific free throw shooter, will have 2. We'll see which Sun gets called for the foul. Meanwhile, Newton heads to the line. Foul was called on Christina Jackson, her second, team foul number 5. First one from Newton is good. She's now 43 for 57 on the season. That's better than 75%. She is one of the better free throw shooters in the entire South region, and number 2 is also good. So Newton's first points both come from the line, and the Eagles lead 17-8. Parrish on the defense. Jackson takes the shot, rebounded by Tabak, and a whistle, a jump ball, and the possession arrow is with Trinity Baptist. TBC got the tip-off. We had one earlier jump ball possession that went to the Suns, so TBC Now inbounds with just over a minute left to play in the first quarter. Tabak almost lost the ball. Parrish under control, finds Sneed. The jump shot a little too strong. Rebound by Thomas, and then the steal up the court from Parrish. Tabak for three, a little short. Thomas with the rebound for Johnson, and then a whistle. It looks like Oceana Tabak will be called for the block. That is her first. Both teams are in the bonus, so 2 free throws coming for the Suns. Heading to the line is Antona Spells, her first attempts of the afternoon, and on the season, Spells 58%, 22 for 38. Substitution for Johnson. Back onto the court is Amira Christopher. And heading off is Christina Jackson. 2 shots for Antona Spells. Number 1, up and good. She averages 6.7 points per game. That's her first score of this afternoon. Chance to go 2 for 2. It is good. Spells hits them both. Suns are 2 for 6 overall from the line in the first quarter. Eagles are 3 for 4. 7-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Newton shot a little too strong, gets her own rebound. Guarded by 2. Able to escape, go underneath, and draw the foul. Newton will head back to the line. And the foul is called on Jamisi Jones, her first. Newton just hit 2 shots under a minute ago and has 2 more. Chance to make it an 8 and then a 9-point lead for the Eagles just before the end of the first quarter. Gets the bounce off the front of the rim and it drops in. Newton now 3 for 3 overall and a chance to make it 4 in a row. Number 2 up and in. So she is indeed 4 for 4. Eagles overall now 5 out of 6 at the line and lead 19-10. 15 seconds left. Ignore the shot clock. Pass inside and a block by Sneed. Jones went up for the shot. Sneed blocked it and the ball landed out of bounds. Last touch by a Suns player. Eagles have 7.4 seconds left to try to get off a shot and extend the lead going into the second quarter. Long pass up the court. Sneed corrals it. 1 second left. Parrish, no, a little late. Would not have counted. The buzzer beat the shot, but a good first quarter for Trinity Baptist as they outscored Johnson 19-10. We're going to pause here for 60 seconds and be right back on TBC Eagles. Second quarter getting ready to begin. The Suns have possession, and tomorrow, both the women and the men from Johnson University of Florida will be in Greenville, South Carolina, taking on South Region rival Bob Jones University. From the corner, a three-point effort by Watts off the rim and grabbed in the corner by Newton, and then the ball batted away. It's going to be Eagles basketball. Bob Jones women defeated Trinity Baptist this past Monday night. And Suns are going to get a look at Bob Jones tomorrow. The men for TBC defeated Bob Jones by 3 points Monday night. Emma Parrish for three. It's good. She's 3 for 3 from three-point range, and the Eagles lead 22-10. There's a long three coming out of Spell's hands and off the rim. Suns maintain possession. Parrish bats the ball out of bounds. It is Johnson's ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Crisatello on the defense at the line. Suns work the ball to the far side. That's a two-point shot. It is good from Trinity Thomas. Her third basket, she has 6 of the 12 points Johnson has put up. It's still a 10-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Newton takes the pass across midcourt. Worked inside to Sneed. Newton finds Crisatello. She was open for three, but passed it inside instead. Shot by Sneed, no good. Rebounded by Esteverne. Parrish finds Crisatello. Short jumper off the rim. Rebound by Ariel Phillips. Just about a minute and a half into the second quarter. So again, pull up a chair. There's a lot of action left. Pump fake, but the shot missed from Phillips. Ball grabbed past midcourt by Watts. Finds Helf up inside, takes the wall pass right back. Jump shot, no good. Second chance for Watts, no. And a rebound by the Eagles, batted away. Suns keep possession. They get a fresh 30 seconds. TBC had established possession. That's the reason, and a long three-pointer, a little too strong. Crisatello with the rebound off the floor. Crisatello's pass batted away, and the ball taken by Jones. Jones looking all the way up the court, a good pass, and the layup is good for Ariel Phillips. That's her first score. The Eagles lead 22-14. Defense by both teams, resulting in a basket for Johnson. 8-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Parrish was guarded, got rid of the ball, and a blocked shot. Trinity Thomas rejects Crisatello. Suns work the ball quickly up the right side of the lane. A bounce pass stolen by Esteverne. Both teams playing defense, getting takeaways, and looks like we have a foul near midcourt. That's going to go against Trinity Baptist. No, not a foul, a violation. So the Suns will take possession, trailing by 8, 22-14. .6:58 left until halftime. And Tana Spells works the ball to the left side. Phillips guarded by Parrish. That's a three. It is off the rim and rebounded by Talbot. Ball batted away. Jackson tried to keep it in bounds, but couldn't quite get there in time, and the Eagles will have control with an 8-point lead and 6:42 left on the clock. Parrish has already hit 3 three-pointers. Let's see what she has in mind. Of course, she'll let her teammates get up into position. That's Parrish wide open for three, and another for Emma Parrish. She is halfway to the school record of 8. She has 4 threes. That school record held by Selena Perez, who's been unavailable for the last couple of ball games. Loose ball grabbed by Parrish up the left side of the court. Gives it up to Newton. Parrish gets the ball back. Didn't seem as if she was ready for the pass. It hits off her body and goes out of bounds. So the Suns have possession with the Eagles enjoying so far their biggest lead of the game at 25-14, an 11-point margin. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of quarter number 2. Ball knocked away, but the Suns will keep control. Jackson trying to get between two defenders, and she will draw the foul. It's either Newton or Esteburn. It's going against Melanie Newton. That's her second. It's the first team foul of the second quarter. Foul called on the floor, so the Suns will inbound. Shot clock reset to 20. Three-point attempt by Nieves off the rim. Rebounded by Spell. She's guarded by 2, and the Eagles come away with the strip. Sabic has someone coming up from behind. That's Nieves, and Nieves with a nice play, getting in there and stripping the ball. Eagles have possession. Johnson inbounded to start the quarter. But again, credit Ruby Nieves with a very fine defensive play. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Substitution for the Suns. Christina Jackson back onto the court. And now an official timeout. They want to talk about, I'm guessing, the last call and possibly the possession arrow. Also looks like they're going to reset the shot clock. And they're going to put it back to, I believe, 7 seconds. That is correct. Sabic with possession, finds Tucker. Inside the paint, Tucker's layup, no good. And Christopher pulls down the rebound. Nieves going coast to coast, and the layup. Her first basket, she averages 10.3. She is the Suns' leading scorer. It's 25-16, Eagles lead. Parrish for 3. That one a little wide to the right. I actually think that Jackson might have gotten her fingertips on that one. Great pass underneath, but the shot missed by Christopher. A missed opportunity for the Suns. Coach Allen will call the timeout. A 30-second timeout with the score. Trinity Baptist 25, Johnson University 16. We told you about Johnson visiting Bob Jones tomorrow night. On Saturday, it's the Suns women's basketball team against Kane College at 2 p.m., followed by the men's game at 4. That will be a road game in Augusta, Georgia. The next home game for Johnson is against the TBC Eagles on February 3rd down in Kissimmee, a women's-men's doubleheader. The Suns will then finish the regular season at home against Pensacola Christian on February 5th and Florida National University on February 12th. After today, TBC women's basketball plays against Carver College Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. here on the home court. And then on Tuesday, January 18th, a women's-men's doubleheader against Pensacola Christian. The women's team will be at Thomas University on January 20th. And then the Eagles will take on South Region opponent Toccoa Falls College. That will be on January 29th. So there you go with the next upcoming games for both the Suns and the Eagles. Of course, TBCEagles.com for Trinity Baptist College, JohnsonSuns.com for the Suns of Johnson University of Florida. When we get a chance in just a moment, we're going to say hello to men's basketball head coach Elliot Hernandez. Coach, hang on. We'll get you hooked up in just a minute. Sabic on the far corner. Ball batted away and picked up by Phillips. Phillips has 2 options, an inside pass and a traveling violation called. All right, Coach, you're not going to hear me in the headphones, so you'll have to listen carefully, but always glad to see you here, Elliot.
Sure.
Of course, you got the game next against our men's team. As I say all the time, once again, the South Region this year in the men's circuit can go to any one of the 7 teams.
Absolutely. You're right. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Raymond. I appreciate it.
Newton for 3, a little too strong. And Esteburn with the rebound. And Coach, we're glad to have Melanie Newton back on the court. She's had to miss a couple of games. That's our leading scorer out there. And
Okay.
we could have used her against Bob Jones. We gave them a really good game Monday night, but it hurts having your two leading scorers unable to make it.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game. Bob Jones, as always, and the same thing with all of our teams. Well coached. Every year is getting better and better. In my opinion, we are one of the top 3 toughest divisions in the league.
And an unforced error is going to give the ball back to Johnson. Coach, you missed, but number 4 right there, Emma Parrish, has already hit 4 3-pointers for us.
Oh, wow.
She's halfway to our school record of 8 in a game.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Obviously, we want her to break that record, but we don't want her to rush to do it. Play some good team basketball.
Absolutely, absolutely.
There's a ball knocked away by Esteburn. Up the left side of the court, 1 to beat. She'll draw the foul and go to the line. So Amanda Esteburn will shoot 2. She was 1 for 2 early in the ball game. Coach, this could be a game where free throws, especially in the men's game, free throws could determine the winner.
Yes.
Like we said, all 7 teams very well evenly matched. Which South Region teams have you played already?
We already played Bob Jones that beat us at home a couple days ago. Actually, yeah, 4 days ago, and then
they took us right to the buzzer and had a chance to tie
Yes.
it at the buzzer. We won the game 60-57, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that is correct. That was the score. It was a very
We
good
had
game.
a lead, and they played great defense at the end, got a couple steals, and very nearly tied it up. But our defense, just like last year, still one of the toughest in the region.
No, for sure. You guys always are being identified with that. Awesome defense, very aggressive. Well coached, of course, with Coach Jones. Good shot there.
There's your leading scorer, Ruby Nieves, with the 3. She now has 5 points, and the lead is already back down to 6. We led by 11 not long ago. There's Parrish. It's good. I think Emma Parrish wants to be player of the game today. She keeps us up. It'll be a no-doubter. That's her 5th three-pointer of the afternoon. Under 3 minutes left, and the Eagles lead 28-19. Coach, this is a very young program we have on the women's circuit. As Christina Jackson gets the basket. You have a very fine coach in Andrea Ayala, but again, starting up a program is not the easiest thing to do, but the talent we see out there, get some more experience. Your women's team is just going to be just as strong as your men's team.
Yes, no, absolutely. A lot of talent, and then like you mentioned, Raymond, like our region is getting tough every single year, tougher and tougher. Good shot.
Newton for 3 on the attempt. Newton gets inside and draws the foul. These will be the first attempts of the second quarter for Melanie Newton. She went 4 for 4 in the first quarter. And Coach, I'm still amazed at the vast improvement of your men's soccer team that you made from the season before.
Yes, sir.
You brought, I forget his name offhand, but one of the top-rated goalies in the nation.
Yes, Haroldo Neto.
You guys, I think you beat us in a couple of really close games. We ended up in the women's winning the South Region and going to the Nationals. But South Region soccer, just like basketball, best in the NCCAA.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we did a great job. We had our coach Sam did an amazing job recruiting. We're excited, and we're looking forward for next year, definitely.
Newton goes 1 for 2 at the line. She's now 5 for 6 overall. 3-point effort, a little wide to the right. Eagles, I don't have the totals with me right now, but Eagles have really won the rebounding battle this afternoon, and we're going to have a pushing foul called against Ariel Phillips. That's her 2nd overall, team foul number 2, and this late in the quarter for a team to have only 2 fouls, or make that 3 now, that's still pretty good. Both teams hit the bonus in the first quarter. That's on the floor, so Emma Parrish will inbound. Just under 2 minutes to go, and the Eagles with an 8-point lead. Well, Coach, obviously I don't want you to give away your game strategy, but both you and Coach Jones are looking for a tough matchup tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said before, both teams play defense, aggressive, well skilled, well coached. Extremely talented young guys.
There's an unforced error because Trinity Thomas was wide open. The pass just a little bit out of reach. Missed opportunity for the Suns, and the Eagles have a chance to get the lead back into double digits.
Yes, sir.
And you and Coach Jones, you know each other very well, personally as well as on the court,
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
you kind of know how each other thinks, and that's one of the reasons we have such close games normally when these two teams hook up.
Yes, yes. And believe it or not, Raymond, a lot of people looking forward to our games every year because they know we're both extremely difficult teams to beat. And I love playing here, Trinity Baptist. I'm sure Coach Jones does the same thing playing at our home. The environment and the competitive level has been increasing on a yearly basis.
Snead rejects the shot, ball goes out of bounds, and will stay with Johnson. We have Pensacola, both women and men, coming up this Monday night. Pensacola women, perennial national championship contenders. And the men, like we said, very evenly matched. Expect that one to be a good game on our home court Monday night as well, or Tuesday night as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, you're going to have a couple with Pensacola yourself. This is the best time. This is when we're playing mostly conference basketball, just like in the high divisions in the NCAA. That's where it gets the most exciting.
Yeah, no, for sure. We played Pensacola. I think it was in November. Yeah, it was mid-November at their gym. Like once again, extremely talented team. They move the ball well. They play together. High IQ team, and we had a great game. We came out with the victory at the end, but we had to fight for it.
Yeah, they don't make it easy for anybody as well. Last year, the visiting team won each game between us and Pensacola.
Yep.
And we beat them pretty easily here, and they didn't take too kindly to that, and they put it to us. At Pensacola, the home team won each game, really. Said that incorrectly. The last foul is called against Charnel Tucker, and a traveling violation will give the ball back to the Eagles. Both teams have missed opportunities at their ends of the court in the last couple of minutes. You and I have been chatting about other things, but we still see the action going out there on the court.
For sure.
Newton on the far side. Works the ball back to Tobic up top. Coach, outside the conference, who's the toughest team you played this year?
I would say, let me see. Outside the conference, NAIA teams. Of course, we play Division I schools. That's Bethlehem Cookman. However,
And we had JU and UNF ourselves. We got a win over Ave Maria, an NAIA team. That is not easy to do. That NAIA Sun Conference is phenomenal. Trinity Snead with the jump shot. Eagles lead 31-21, 21 seconds left.
yeah,
Now,
that was a beautiful win by you guys.
and that was on their court as well.
Oh, yeah.
We had a close game with them here. They won it. But our guys went down there and got a big win against a really good program. Newton 4-3 off the rim. 2 seconds left. Nieves will try to get off the shot. She's unable to do so. And that brings us to the halftime intermission with the score, Trinity Baptist 31, Johnson University of Florida 21. Well, Coach, I don't want to take up all your time, and thank you for giving us a few minutes. We know you're going to enjoy the rest of this game and start getting your gentlemen ready. Normally, as I say, I wish you a lot of luck, but obviously not here tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Raymond, thank you so much
and
for
we're
having
going to
us.
see you down in Kissimmee in just a few weeks as well.
Yes, absolutely. I'm excited because we have a new gym floor, so I can't wait to see you guys there. So,
all right, thank you to Athletic Director, SID, and men's basketball head coach Elliot Hernandez.
Yes,
always good to chat with you, sir.
Raymond, I appreciate you guys.
All right, the score 31-21 in favor of Trinity Baptist College as we head into the intermission. Just before the third quarter begins, we'll update you on all the numbers as women's basketball continues on the TBC Eagles Sports Network. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College on the west side of Jacksonville for NCCAA women's basketball as the Eagles lead Johnson University of Florida 31-21 as we are ready to begin the third quarter. I'm Ray Bureau, and this afternoon, Ryan Unks, the TBC Eagles baseball player and student, of course. He's doing our camera this afternoon. Dean not available tonight, but he will be back next week. He'll be back here Saturday afternoon. And the third quarter is underway. Eagles had a really good first quarter, scoring 19 points and then 12 more in the second, as they are going to benefit from a violation and take their first possession of the third quarter. Ball went out of bounds. It was 19-10 at the end of the first quarter, and then a 12-11 second quarter in favor of the Eagles, put up the halftime score of 31-21. Esteverne finds Trinity Sneed. The shot a little short, and the rebound by Newton. Her second chance draws the foul, and that will go against Rachel Watts. That's her first and team foul number 1 of this second half. Newton has 5 points, all of those at the line. She was 5 for 6 in the first half. We'll give you some more numbers as we get an opportunity, but the first of 2 from Newton is good. She came in 75% from the line, and now she is 6 out of 7. That's going to tick that percentage up. And number 2 of this sequence is also good. All 7 of Newton's points come at the line. Emma Parrish hit 5 3-pointers in the first half. She has 15. Trinity Sneed 6. Charnel Tucker 2. Oceana Tobic 2. As the Eagles come away with the steal, and that's Tobic with the ball heading up the middle of the lane. Almost lost control, but held on. Parrish takes the pass. Sneed inside the paint. Eagles will back it up. They still have 18 seconds, but the 3-point effort by Tobic a little too strong. And all alone on her way to the basket is Jamisi Jones, and she will make sure she gets the layup for her first basket of the game. She averages 4 points per game. It's a 10-point Eagles lead at 33-23. Amanda Esteverne has 1 point. That came, of course, at the line in the first quarter. We'll get you some Suns numbers in just a moment. Meanwhile, the rebound from Ariel Phillips. She has 2 points so far today. And the pass goes through the wickets of Spells, but picked up. Shot missed, however, by Trinity Thomas. It is Trinity Thomas leading the Suns with 6 points so far today. Tobic, collision, and will draw the foul. It's going to get called against Trinity Thomas. That's her first. It is team foul number 2. I believe that was on the floor, so that will be an inbound pass for the Eagles. 5 points from Ruby Nieves, rather. Christina Jackson has 4, and 2 each from Antona Spells, Ariel Phillips, and Rachel Watts. Jamisi Jones, though, picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Tobic inside the paint and gets a couple of bounces off the rim for her second score of the afternoon. She now has 4, and the Eagles lead by 12, 35-23. Pass inside to Jones. That is Spells going up and off the glass. An excellent move for her second score. Her first field goal. She has a total of 4 points. She hit 2 free throws in the first quarter. Tobic had to chase the ball down as it went inside the concession stand. Hey, that ball's been working hard and needs some refreshment. And a pass away from Esteverne, who did not appear ready for it. And that unforced error will give the ball back over to Johnson. 2 fouls each from Christina Jackson and Ariel Phillips. 1 each from Antona Spells, Amaria Christopher, Ruby Nieves, Rachel Watts, and Trinity Thomas. That includes the 2 fouls in this third quarter. Eagles have nobody with 3. 2 fouls from Charnel Tucker and Melanie Newton. Spells goes inside and gets another layup off the glass. She now has 6, and her lead is 8 for Trinity Baptist. Newton will draw the foul and go back to the line. The foul is called, and Antona Spells her second and team foul number 3. For the Eagles, Sneed, Parrish, Esteverne, and Tabak each have 1 foul. Newton is 6 for 7. Check that, 7 for 8, 7 total points at the line. And she hits the first of these 2. She also had 4 rebounds in the first half. Amanda Esteverne led everybody in that category with 7, and Trinity Sneed also had 4. Jamisi Jones had 6. Trinity Thomas is tied for the game high in rebounds with 7. Newton hit her first. Here comes number 2. It is good. So Melanie Newton has hit 9 out of 10 free throws. All 9 of her points have come at the stripe. The lead is back up to 10. Rachel Crisatello back onto the court. Great pass inside that Thomas could not convert. Second chance, good from Christina Jackson. Suns cut their deficit back down to single digits. Parrish already has 5 3-pointers, gives this one up to Newton. Mauricio is 5 for 6 from beyond the arc. And Newton called for the travel. She was looking up at the official, waiting for a foul call, did not get it, and the ball back to the Suns, who can now cut the deficit down to 6 or even 5. Turnaround jumper from Trinity Thomas off the rim and rebounded by Esteverne. Eagles led in rebounds for most of the first half, but they ended up tied at 20. Esteverne off the rim and a rebound off the floor from Amira Christopher. She finds Watts, and Watts will have a very easy layup. She now has 4 points, and the deficit down to 6 for Johnson at 37-31. Timeout called by Coach Allen. This will be a 30-second timeout with the score Trinity Baptist 37, Johnson 31. Women's basketball in the NCCAA Division II South Region. Both teams looking for their first win. Johnson, no wins, 2 losses in the region. And TBC, no wins, 1 loss. Eagles have led most of the way and have a 6-point lead right now. The Eagles have never trailed. There have been a couple of ties very early on. Eagles built a 31-21 lead at halftime. Got a 12-point lead earlier in this third quarter, but Johnson has come back and cut it down to 6. Again, it's 37-31. It is Eagles ball in the front court. Crisatello, Parrish, Esteverne, Newton, and Sneed on the court for the Eagles. Phillips, Thomas, Jones, Jackson, and Watts for the Suns. And Sneed will draw the foul on the floor. There were 2 Suns there. We'll see which one gets called. That's going against Christina Jackson. That is her 3rd personal foul. It's team foul number 4, so the Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the quarter following the inbound pass. .5:59 left to go in the third, and a 6-point Eagles lead. Sneed, that's for 2. It is a little wide to the right. Esteverne picks this one back up, finds a wide open Parrish for 3 off the rim, a little short. And last touch by Charnel Tucker, so it's Johnson's ball. Amira Christopher in, and heading off will be Christina Jackson. Suns now with a chance to cut it down to 4, and wide open is Christopher, a little strong. The second chance is good from Jamisi Jones. And they do make it a 4-point game at 37-33. Suns trailed by 12 not long ago, and they just come away with the steal. Pass inside to Watts, and it's a 2-point game. Rachel Watts takes the pass, gets the spin move, and the layup off the glass. And the Suns men's team is in the house now, cheering on the ladies on the court. Meanwhile, Charnel Tucker returns the favor, taking the pass and getting the layup to make it a 4-point lead once again. Looks like we're going to have a barn burner all the way to the final buzzer and a turnover. Trinity Thomas tried to fire off the pass and misdirected it out of bounds. Eagles now can put the lead back up to 6 or maybe 7. Thomas will come out. Ruby Nieves back in for Johnson. 4:50 and counting left to go in the third quarter. Eagles lead 39-35. Parrish guarded by Nieves, backs it up near midcourt, finds Sneed at the line, turnaround jumper, no, and the rebound from Denise Jones. Long pass up the court to Watts, and she could not keep the feet still as she tried to redirect her steps and get off the pass. So the turnover gives the ball back to Trinity Baptist. Four-point lead for the Eagles. And we're going to have a traveling violation called against Amanda Estervern. So both teams having a little trouble keeping their feet still and holding on to the ball of late. And Johnson could pull back to within 2 or maybe 1. Both men's teams are now in the house. They'll be in the locker rooms very soon, getting ready for their game, which will tip off scheduled at 4 p.m. Obviously, it depends on the duration of this women's matchup. Pass inside, a collision. The ball gets away. Newton picks this one up. Newton being guarded on the far side of the court by Nieves. She gets around her defender. And the pass goes astray, but Jones tried to make the interception, and it hit off her hand and out of bounds. That's a break for the Eagles. They have 19 seconds to work with. 4 minutes left. And the Eagles trying to extend a current 4-point lead. That was 12 not long ago. Sneed, short jumper, spun around and came out. Spells with the rebound, and a pass all the way up the court towards Christopher. Christopher gets this one inside, but it's knocked away, and a reaching in foul against Trinity Sneed, I believe, will be the call. That is correct, and that's number 2 on Sneed. Team foul number 1. And the Suns will inbound. And they're going to put the shot clock at 20. The top light on the 2 not functioning, but it does say 20. Newton comes away with the steal, finds Tucker inside, spins around, no good. And a rebound by Ariel Phillips. Very fast transition up the court. Phillips could not convert. Second chance, no. Jones gets it outside, and a missed opportunity for the Suns. They had 3 chances from short range. Newton to Sneed, turnaround J is good. 8 points for Trinity Sneed, and the Eagles' lead is back up to 6 at 41-35. And a timeout called by Coach Ayala. 3 minutes and 6 seconds remaining, and the score, Trinity Baptist 41, Johnson 35. We'll be back in just a minute. Three minutes and 6 seconds remaining, and the Eagles lead 41-35. They led by 12 earlier in the quarter. Johnson actually got it down to 2. Right now the lead is 6, but Johnson has a chance to possibly cut that in half with a 3-point play. That's Ruby Nieves giving it up to Spells. 14 on the shot clock. Nieves for 3. Looked good coming out of her hands and hit off the rim. Newton finds Parrish. Parrish gets it right back up to Newton. Bounce pass into Tucker, and the layup is good. Charnel Tucker now with 6, and the lead for the Eagles up to 8 with 2:29 left in the quarter. Spells up the left side of the lane and will draw the foul, and that's going to be number 3 on Trinity Sneed. So Antona Spells will shoot 2. She is 2 for 2. Both of those attempts came way back in the first quarter. On the season now, Spells 24 for 40, right around 60%. Sneed will head off. Rachel Crisatello will come back onto the court. First of 2, bounces around and drops in. So 7 points now for Antona Spells. And number 2, also good. So she is 4 for 4 from the line, and she trims the lead back down to 6, 43-37. Parrish thought about the 3, got defended. Estavern at the top of the lane. Parrish again for 3, and coming on, no, she stepped on the sideline as she tried to get around Phillips. And that'll give the ball back to the Suns. Good defense by Johnson on that last trip up the court for the Eagles. Meanwhile, the foul, the ball does not drop in, but it looks like Antona Spells will take 2 more free throws. The foul is called on Rachel Crisatello, her first. Spells has had a very good day at the line, 4 for 4. She also has 2 field goals, and the first of 2 is good. That's 9 for Spells. Number 2 makes it a 4-point game. Ten total points for Antona Spells. Almost a steal. Crisatello could not get there in time, and this one's batted away. Spells tried to get around Parrish, didn't quite have control of the ball, so the Eagles will get the ball right back. Oceana Tobic checks in for Crisatello. 1:45 left to go in the third quarter, and the Eagles have a 4-point lead. Watch that 5-second count. They get the ball in just in time. Newton inside the paint. Turns around and blocks shot. I believe Trinity Thomas got her hand on the ball. Chance to cut it down to 2. Christopher kept her feet still. The shot no good and out of bounds. Last touch by Tucker, so the Suns have another opportunity. Hello to Darnella Tucker. Thanks for letting us know you're watching here. Pass inbounds to Phillips. Now a 3-pointer from Jackson. Underneath and out of bounds, and the Eagles will get the ball. .120 left in the third quarter. Eagles lead by 4. Newton finds Parrish underneath. Had a little trouble catching the ball, but she was fouled. The foul's on the floor, so the Eagles will inbound. But that is team foul number 5, so they are in the bonus. Emma Parrish will shoot 2. The foul was called on Christina Jackson, and that is her 4th, so she heads off, and Rachel Watts comes in. 2 free throws for Emma Parrish. Number 1, good. Parrish on the season, now 4 for 6. This is only her 3rd game, and number 2 in and out. She does have 16 points. Eagles get the ball back, and a whistle. And I didn't catch the reason for the whistle. I believe it's a shot clock reset to 17 seconds. Ball almost stolen away. Esteverne keeps possession. Parrish has hit 5 threes. Inside to Newton. Turn around. Layup is good and a foul. And the foul goes against Antona Spells, her third. Eagles are already in the bonus. Newton gets their first field goal of the afternoon. She's hit 9 free throws already and make that 10. That's an even dozen for Melanie Newton. A little more importantly, it puts the lead back up 47-39. 8-point margin for the Eagles. Watts, jump shot. Couldn't get the bounce in, and Parrish with the rebound. 42 seconds left. Newton all the way. Second chance doesn't go. Tucker, third opportunity, high off the glass, and Charnel Tucker now has 8. And the lead is back up to double digits at 10, 49-39. Hello, Josh Harris watching us here on the live feed. Of course, we're going to see you out there on the court, on the sidelines in just a little while. Parrish takes the pass, finds Tabak. Layup misses. Tabak gets her own rebound. Second chance, no. And the Suns pull it down, and a foul. That's going to go against Trinity. Amanda Esteverne is called for her second. It is team foul number 4. 5.6 seconds remain. Eagles lead by 10. Well, Josh, unfortunately, just informed me he won't be able to make it to the game today. We certainly miss seeing you out there on the sideline. Meanwhile, that brings us to the end of the third quarter with the Eagles scoring 18 points in the quarter and taking a 49-39 lead at the end of 3. Johnson had a pretty good third quarter as well, 14 points. 10 minutes left here in the women's basketball matchup between the Suns and the Eagles. We'll be back in just a minute. Trinity Baptist has a possession arrow and will inbound to start the fourth quarter, leading 49-39. Good showing by Trinity Baptist. Chance to put the lead up to an even dozen, maybe more. Newton pulls inside the arc. That shot would have been a 2. And out of bounds as Esteverne got the rebound, lost her footing before getting the pass off. So it'll be Suns basketball just seconds into the fourth quarter. That's Ariel Phillips giving it up to Amira Christopher. Bounce pass stolen away by Newton. Charnel Tucker a little slow to get up after that last collision underneath the Suns basket. She's all right, hustles up the court. Tabak inside the paint, reverse layup is good. 6 points for Oceana Tabak, and the Eagles lead by 12 at 51-39. Watts in the corner, gets it back up top to Phillips. A long 3, and it's good. That was a terrific shot. She now has 5, and it cuts the deficit down to 9 at 51-42. I'd have to say that's the best single shot of the game, just out of the hands of Ariel Phillips a moment ago. Emma Parrish has hit 5 3-pointers. Chance at 6, it's good. Emma Parrish has 19 points, and the Eagles lead 54-42. The teams exchange three-pointers. Another three from Phillips, a little too strong. And kept in bounds. But the pass stolen by Tucker. Eagles lead by 12 with 8:17 left. Newton guarded by Christopher, and Christopher nearly got the pick. Tabak for three, a little wide to the left. Johnson with a chance to cut the deficit back down into single digits with a three-point play, but Spells will go up off the glass and get the layup. She now has 12 points, and we have a whistle after the basket. Two Suns at the scorer's table ready to check in. And here they come. Number 1 is Jamisi Jones, and number 3 is Bailey Ansbaugh. Thomas and Watts will head off to make room. 10-point lead for Trinity Baptist. Another substitution. Trinity Sneed back in for Oceana Tabak. Parrish hits Tucker at the line. Outside, Esteverne finding Newton. Thought about the three. Works her way to the far side. Sneed, a two-point shot off the rim. And this one is out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. Ten-point lead. Eagles looking to extend. Tucker will draw the foul. If I saw that correctly, that would be number 4 on Jamisi Jones. And Charnel Tucker will shoot 2, her first attempts of the afternoon. On the season, Charnel Tucker, 8 for 23. And this one misses wide to the left. The foul was called against Jamisi Jones. That is her 4th. Tucker missed her first. Opportunity to make this an 11-point margin. Number 2 is good. That's a total of 9 for Charnel Tucker, and the Eagles lead 55-44. Long pass up the court to Ansbaugh. Turns around, jumps, and hits. First basket of the afternoon for Bailey Ansbaugh, who averages 2.8. It is a 9-point lead for the Eagles. Pass inside to Tucker, off the glass, contact, no call, and the rebound from Spells. And Spells going one-on-one with Esteverne, misses the underhand layup. Jones a rebound, second chance too strong, and Tucker right there with the rebound. Tucker had 15 rebounds Monday night against Bob Jones. There goes Newton to the right side of the paint, off the glass, and Melanie Newton with 14 points has made it a 57-46 lead for Trinity Baptist as we have ourselves a timeout with 6:46 left on the clock. 30-second timeout. The men's game coming up. At the conclusion of the women's game, we'll have about 15 to 20 minutes in between. We will stop this feed and start up a new one as the gentlemen get ready to take the court. Saturday afternoon, TBC women's basketball home once again against Carver College from Atlanta, Carver Bible College. 1 p.m. tip-off time. The men's JV also has a game at 3:30 Saturday afternoon. So come on out to Trinity Gymnasium if you're in the area. Enjoy some Trinity Baptist College Eagles basketball. Then this coming Tuesday night, Trinity Baptist takes on Pensacola Christian. The women's game at 6, the men's game to follow. 57-46 is our score with 6:46 left to go. Johnson will take on Bob Jones tomorrow, women at 5, men at 7, and then Payne College in Augusta, Georgia, 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. That's a three-pointer for Ruby Nieves, her second of the afternoon. 57-49. Eagles lead by 8. Sneed turns around, jump shot, no. Newton pulls down the rebound and goes back to the line, and Newton hit the floor pretty hard and grabbed her left knee momentarily, but she's going to be all right. Antona Spells gets called for her 4th foul. Newton at the line, she's 10 for 11. You heard that right, 10 for 11. That one misses a little wide. So 10 for 12, 14 total points. And free throw number 2 from Newton is a little wide to the right, but the rebound by Sneed, second chance, no. Christina Jackson, bounce pass and work it back to Jackson, and Newton will be called for the foul over the back. That's her 3rd. It's team foul number 1 of the 4th quarter. Suns trying to cut into the deficit once again. Traveling violation called on Trinity Thomas. Remember, in the 3rd quarter, they trimmed a 12-point deficit down to 2 before Trinity Baptist had a good run at the end of the quarter to get a 10-point lead heading into the 4th. 6 minutes and change left to go. And that ball through the legs of Sneed. Each team has had a little trouble connecting on some of the passes where it looked like the receiver was not quite ready. Pull-up jumper from Jackson. Misses to the left. Pulled down by Esteverne. And the ball's out of bounds off Esteverne and hit the sideline. And the Suns again have another chance to make this a 6 or a 5-point deficit. Off in the corner, you might see the Suns men's basketball team getting ready to come on out and warm up for the game. Bounce pass back to Phillips. Nieves for 3 off the rim. And a nice rebound by Tucker, but ball taken away by Thomas. Could not hold on, however. And Newton collides and draws the blocking foul. That's team foul number 4, so the Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the game. Foul is called against Christina Jackson. She is now out with 5 fouls, and she takes 6 points to the sideline. Parrish trying to get inside, almost lost the ball. Sneed picks it up. Newton thought about the 3. Sneed turnaround jumper, a little short, and rebounded by Phillips. Another opportunity for the Suns to cut it a little bit closer. Thomas outside to Spells. Moves out to the right side of the lane, gets the bounce off the rim and the basket. She now has 14, and it's a 6-point deficit for the Suns. Newton hits Tucker for the layup, and it's good. Tucker positioned herself perfectly, and a bullet pass from Newton. Lead back up to 8 for the Eagles. That Spells, jump shot, no. And the ball hit the baseline. That was Thomas trying to keep it in play. Eagles will get possession with 4:24 left, and heading back onto the court is Rachel Wells. Nieves heads off. Well, everyone's heading off now as we have ourselves a timeout with 4:24 left to go. Trinity Baptist will have possession, leading 59-51. Back in a moment. 59-51 in favor of the Eagles, and they have the ball. Spells on the defense, trying to keep the Eagles from getting the ball inside. Parrish thought about the three, gets it outside to Newton. Tucker again in the paint. This time could not convert, and that one's out of bounds over to the Suns. Four minutes, 6 seconds remaining. No substitutions. Now Trinity Sneed will head onto the court. Sneed has 3 fouls. Melanie Newton also 3. Christina Jackson has had her 5th foul. Antona Spells and Jamisi Jones are each playing with 4. Spells is on the court. Jones on the sideline. That's Spells for 3, a little too strong. Phillips with the rebound. Nieves for 3, it is off the rim. And the ball batted around. Estavern picks this one up, allows her teammates to get up court. Sneed, short jumper, no. Rebound off the floor by Tucker. The basket is good and a foul. Count the basket, says the official. And we'll see which Sun gets called for the foul. I believe she said Ariel Phillips. That's her 3rd. Tucker 1 for 2 from the line, 13 total points. 10-point lead pending the free throw. Tucker shoots and does not get it. It was a 1-shot foul because Tucker had made the layup. Suns are going to get the ball. Well, they're going to call an alternating possession, and it looks like Trinity Baptist has the ball. Now, Trinity inbounded, and I don't think we had a jump ball possession. Officials are saying it is Eagles ball. Newton wide open. She'll take that shot. Gives it up this time. Sneed turns around. Off the rim and picked out by Watts. 3.5 left to go. Eagles lead by 10. This is Thomas on Sneed, and Sneed will get called for the foul, and that is number 4 on Trinity Sneed. Trinity Thomas at the line. Nothing for 2 so far this afternoon. On the season, 7 out of 13, including today's 2 attempts. Nieves, a good 3-point shooter, in for Watts. Well, a chance now for Johnson to trim their deficit down to 8 with a couple of free throws. Thomas ready for her first. This one is off the inside of the rim. So Thomas missed her first, but could still trim it down to single digits. Number 2 is off the front of the rim and rebounded by Tucker. Eagles could now start to work down the clock, leading by 10, but they get an opportunity. They're going to score. Emma Parrish, violation, will turn the ball back over to the Suns. Tried to get around a defender and move both feet at the same time. So traveling violation. Johnson, another opportunity to get within 8, maybe 7 with a 3. That pass to Nieves, though, off the mark. Eagles catch a break and get possession with 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Sabic pass midcourt. Trying to get around her defender. Christopher on that defense. A good pass inside to Newton, and the underhand layup by Melanie Newton. She now has 16 points. Eagles lead by 12. Pass inside to Thomas. Missed opportunity on the short range, and Esteban comes away with the ball, but her pass taken away by Christopher. Christopher, though, was not past the line. She established possession, then stepped into the backcourt, so the Eagles will get the ball right back. 2:24 left to go. Trinity Baptist leads by 12. Eagles looking for their first South Region win of the season. To the corner, Parrish, pump fake, gets it back out to Newton near the top of the arc. Newton hustles inside and a block. Trinity Thomas rejects Newton, but Newton staying alive and coming up from behind and making the defensive play on Nieves. Then on the second attempt, called for the reach in. That's number 4 on Newton and team foul number 3. Eagles are in the bonus the rest of the way and have 1 foul left to give. Nieves guarded by Esteban. Tries to get to the baseline. Christopher inside the paint, draws the foul. She'll shoot 2, and Charnel Tucker's raising her hand. And that's number 3 on Charnel Tucker. So Mira Christopher, nothing out of 2 so far today. 5 for 14 now on the season. That includes the 2 attempts earlier in the game. Number 1 is a little too strong. 1:53 left to go and a 12-point Eagles lead pending free throw number 2. This one is good. First point for Amira Christopher. Substitution for the Suns. Nope, she heads back. So everybody stays on the court. .145 and counting. Eagles lead by 11. And the pass from Tabak, trying to get it to Tucker, was a little bit too high. .138 and counting. Phillips with the layup. Ariel Phillips now with 7. 63-54. 9-point Eagles lead with 1:25 left to go. Tabak inside the paint. Layup, no. And the rebound by Watts. Eagles had a chance to make it a double-digit lead once again. Missed it. Then Thomas takes the pass, goes up the court, and pulls the Suns to within 8 at 63-55. Tabak, yes, that one is good. 8 points for Oceana Tabak. 10-point Eagles lead with under a minute to go. That is Watts with the layup. 8 points for Rachel Watts. 49 seconds left. Tabak gets around Christopher to the left side, and it's good. Oceana Tabak now with 10. Eagles lead by 10. Phillips could not convert, and it's out of bounds, but it was tipped by an Eagles player, so the Suns keep possession. Our players of the game, Emma Parrish and Melanie Newton. Parrish with 19 points, 15 in the first half. Melanie Newton with 16 points. She's still on the court, so is Parrish. Newton has 11 in the second half. Tucker with the steal. Christopher coming up from behind, knocks that one away, but the Eagles still have possession. 24 on the shot clock, 25 on the game clock. Now they're resetting the shot clock to 30, and no, the official's going to say to put it back to 24. So there is a 1-second discrepancy between the shot clock and the game clock. Eagles will inbound. Pass to Newton. Tabak for three, a little short. Picked up by Watts. 15 seconds left. Tabak coming up from behind. Watts pump fake. Tabak was able to get her hand on the ball to block it, and then a jump ball goes to the Suns with 9.5 seconds left. Bailey Ansbaugh back onto the court. Trinity Thomas heads off. Suns ball, 9.5 seconds remaining. Three-point shot is good from Ruby Nieves. That's her third and 11 total points. 7 seconds left, 67-59. I'm not sure what the stop and play is all about, but now Coach Allen is calling a timeout with 8.4 seconds remaining. Trinity Baptist leading 67-59, and now the clock being reset to 9.0. We'll be back for the conclusion in just a minute. During the timeout, scoreboard readjusted to 67-60, so a 7-point lead for the Eagles, and they will inbound in the front court. Parrish will wrap up the ball and get fouled from behind. Eagles are already in the bonus. That's Rachel Watts with her second. And Emma Parrish will go to the line. She is 1 for 2. 19 points, a chance for her to hit the 20-point mark. She and Melanie Newton are today's co-players of the game. First of two for Parrish. Halfway down, but comes out. Still an opportunity with 7.2 seconds remaining for Parrish to hit 20 points. Number two is good. So she indeed has 20, and that makes the lead 8, 68-60, and a timeout called by Coach Andrea Ayala with 7.2 seconds to go. For those of you looking for the men's game, that one's going to start a little bit late, around 4:15 to 4:20. Again, we'll stop this feed when the women's game ends and start up a new one when the gentlemen are getting ready to tip off. We'll try to give you a few minutes of lead-in to that game if we get that opportunity. Coach John D. Jones of the men's basketball team and Coach Elliot Hernandez of Johnson's men's basketball. They're going to go head-to-head once again. Like we said when we talked with Coach Hernandez earlier in this ball game, those two know each other very well, both personally and athletically. Look for a good ball game between the men from Johnson and Trinity Baptist. 7.2 seconds remaining. Work to Watts, one dribble. Layup attempt, no good. Christopher tried to keep the ball in bounds, but stepped on the baseline. And all the Eagles have to do is inbound with less than a second to go. And that inbound pass will do it as Trinity Baptist College wins 68-60. Emma Parrish leads everybody with 20 points. Melanie Newton, 16. Charnel Tucker, 13. Oceana Tobic had 10. Amanda Esteverne has 1. And Trinity Sneed finishes with 8. For the Suns, Antona Spells, 14. Jamisi Jones, 4. Ariel Phillips, 7. Bailey Ansbaugh, 2. Amiri Christopher, 1. Ruby Nieves 11, 3 3-pointers. Rachel Watts, 8. Christina Jackson, 6. Trinity Thomas had 6. Eagles now 1-8 overall, 1-1 in South Region play. Johnson 0-13 and 0-3. We're going to end the women's feed right now, start up a new one when the men are ready to tip off. Stay with us here on the TBC